Hey there, YouTube. Pool is pretty much done. That'll be in another video, but this video is about changing this faucet. Been so hot here in Texas, it lost a lot of water. I noticed it had bubbles and stuff today. Well, the water was real low, and I thought they had this on and it had stopped leaking, but I was mistaken. They had it off, and the technician turned it on today to refill the pool. Trying to find out it's leaking, so it's wasting a whole lot of water. I was tempted to take a drill holes around here in the mortar, take the mortar out. I thought about doing it that way, but then I said that probably the best way is to go to the inside. And I still may have to come back and chisel out the mortar to get the bricks out. But it's pretty firm. I don't know if it's got a bracket on it or what. I even went in and tried to tighten this up with a wrench, and it's worse than it was. So let me go inside and show you what I've done on the inside. Before I go to the inside, I want to show you what I did here. I took a tape measure and I measured from there to here, about 34.5 inches. So, and I knew it was from a little bit above the windowsill on the top. On the inside, it was above the windowsill. So I went to the inside, made my marking. Hopefully I cut a big enough square to take care of it. Let's go in here. That should put me right at 34.5. And I went about 3 inches either way. Mark my top, so I'm put it back in and then get some plaster, whatever, to finish this. Then get some paint, take care of that. So I'm at the point here is I've scored my marks, and then this should just come right out. I may have to drill a hole in here just to have something to pull it out with, and also to hold it when I go back, to hold it in place. If you put a little hole in one or two corners, you can hold it while you're putting the plaster and stuff back in. But so now I'm at the point I just got to come across here, and that should get that out, and we can look in there. Okay. I forgot that this had spray foam, so we'll have to tear that out and get down to the piping. See what we can find up in here, and I just have to put some spray stuff back in it. Like a piece of wood there. That must be a brace. Yeah, it looks like they had it on a brace. Okay. Looks like they got it on the other side. Alright guys, that's where that's the pipe right there. Evidently ran a board across, a brace, and it's screwed to that, so I'm gonna have to go outside, take about 3 bricks out to get to the screws. The pool is still filling up, so I'm not gonna turn it off. I'll probably let it run another 20 minutes and turn it off, and then tomorrow go out and turn the water off at the street, then come in here and make sure the drain is open and take care of it. But I'll probably get the breaker loose first before I turn the water off, and see if I got all the right fittings to get this done. Okay, it started raining on me, but I did get this out. It's got pecs in the wall, and it's got a PEX elbow. And so that's what that was screwed into, was a PEX elbow. And then they had all this soldered, which didn't make sense to me. It should have been just a simple, they could have just used something like this. That's what I'm going to put back in it. That's what I'm going to put back in it, is that seal cock, and that's going to screw right into the PEX brass fitting. It's an elbow. It has a PEX nipple on it, and then it's female threads on the other end, and that's what that's going to go in. And I'm going to put my thread seal tape on it. But I had to come in, take a break for a minute. Got a little rainstorm coming through. As soon as it finished, I'll go back, put this in, and then I'll turn my water back on. I did try tightening this up, and it just leaked worse. But it's been I've been here 4.5 years, and it was built 3 years before I got it. So about 7 years old, never was used. And then they started using it when they hooked up the swimming pool. So, okay. We're going to hook we got a Y that's going to hook to here. That way we have an available option for extra water hose. And then the other hose goes to automatically fill the tank. But it's raining now, so the pool is going to get filled. Even though that's going to be bad water, but it's still going to get filled. Okay. All right. We'll take a break. It's still raining out here. We're going to just do a test fit. See if this will go in there. Oh, yeah, that'll clear that good. And I'm going to come back and fill all that in with some Prace, some lube or what have you. And I got to put some Teflon on it. And, yeah, I think it'll tighten up perfect. But, okay, I'll come back when I get it mounted. Rain comes down, but I gotta get that water back on. And let's see, so it's sitting still now. So let's turn it on. Oops. All right, looks like it worked. We'll get on the right side. All right, finally got it turned out. It's kind of off at an angle. It needs to be straight up, but anyway, looks pretty good. It's not spinning. So that means we don't have a leak. Let's get out of this rain, get in some dry clothes, and put that sheetrock back together. Alright guys, got the piece back on the wall. I'm gonna come through with this block of wood with some sandpaper on it, kind of sanding it down flat. I don't know what grit this is, but anyway, I'm gonna try to sand that down flat and then come back and roll some paint on it or brush some paint on it, one or the other. I did have some insulation. They had spray foam insulation. You saw what I tore it out. But I had some insulation from my old dishwasher that I changed out. And so I put it in there as a backing to kind of fill in that gap. And that should take care of it. All right, wrapping up the outside. I'm gonna eventually wrap this pipe here before winter. But anyway, I had some of that. I just tore some pieces up of that dishwasher insulation. That's that green stuff there. And then I'm gonna take this and fill the gaps with it. And it works really well. So, okay, let's give it a shot. Put a little bit in here. I really like this stuff, especially when it works. Oops, not a little bit too much. But that'll do the trick. I'll get something here and just push it all in and pack it in there. Okay, that's it. Alright, here's my attempt painting over my hole. If I had the right tools, I could have got the spackling, mud or whatever you want to call it, a little bit smoother. And probably should have sanded it a little bit more, but I didn't want to mess up the areas around it. This color was chosen. My wife had done some renovation and painted the bedroom last year. And so that wall is a dark green. And once you put this white on there and it dries, it'll blend in perfectly. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. If you like these kind of videos, hit that big old subscribe button. We're getting close to 1,000 subscribers, so thanks. I'll catch you on the next one.